Today's going to be about tools, and I've got something new that I just can't keep to myself. I think it's so cool that I just had to share it with the world. It looks like a computer. Those of you who follow me on Instagram, I'll put that right here. Please go follow me on Instagram. I'm putting up all sorts of new stuff on Instagram. I posted a quick video of what this thing is and what I was using it for on the Instagram. This is a battery. It's also a solar charge controller. It's also a power inverter. I may not come off as an eco warrior, but I am very into the technology. I think a lot of you are also into that cutting edge technology. You can take this from 0 to 100% in 2 hours by plugging it into the wall. Under solar power, I've got 3 100-watt solar panels. On good sun, it takes 4 hours to get this thing topped off. This should give you a size comparison. This is my Honda EU 2000i generator, gas powered generator, and this is my battery powered generator. I think that's what they're calling them, battery powered generator. And you can get an idea, this is much smaller. This is the Ecoflow Delta. We're going to start off small. This is a 5 amp hour DeWalt 20 volt battery charging. This is the charger that has the onboard fan. This one here is a 60, no wait, where's that other one? Well, this is another 5 amp hour battery in a different charger that doesn't have the fan. Now as you can see, we're at 100% battery life. We are consuming about 235 to 240 watts, and this thing will do this for 5 hours straight. But both these batteries will be topped off and charged in probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Kind of the most basic function that I've been using it for. A lot of our pickup trucks have one outlet, and that's only 150 watts. So you can see right there at 240 watts, this would be overloading your typical pickup truck's outlet. Hey, the first tool up for testing, no magic, is my air compressor. See, this is where the plug comes out, right into the back. And I want to show you the readout, because I'm curious as well, is how many watts this is consuming. Right about 1,000 watts. No problem. You run your air compressor for 1 hour. Okay, what I have here is an Evolution. It's like a European saw. These things have a soft start built into them. It's kind of annoying. It's been in the workshop for several months now, and I wouldn't recommend the saw, but it's what I got set up right here. See if this will run it. There's a power cord. And you'll plug this in the back. Okay. And it's a slow start. And then I'll show you what it's like plugged into the wall also. See that? Well, that slow start, I'll be honest, it's annoying. Got a 2x4. Will it cut a 2x4? Well, I went through this 2x4 no problem. I've got my contractor grade Milwaukee portable bandsaw. Plug this into the back. We're going to see if we can cut through this angle iron. Oh, no problem. It's only using about 230 watts with no load. This saw is awesome. It cuts through this steel like butter. This tool here, it was only in one video, which has since been made private. An old one. Some of the people who followed me a long time ago got to see it. Thought a mouse was going to jump out at me. Was my corded circular saw, and has since been changed over to my corded steel cutting circular saw. First, I want to see if it'll even handle the surge of this motor kicking on. 120 volts, hertz, says 15 amps. So this should easily power this. That's strange. 15 amps at 120 volts. 15 times 120. Hey Google, what's 15 times 120?
The answer is 1,800.
So 1,800 watts is what this thing is supposed to draw. Well, I'm going to show you how it works plugged into an outlet, because I wanted to got all this out, and I'm going to show you how I cut this. All about safety here, so I'm going to do eyes and ears here. Here's a fun handyman fact. I've got a lot of scrap wood saved up for this winter, but this entire wood stove started out as a 4x8 sheet of steel. The same steel I just cut through. And I cut everything with that saw. I used a bit of cutting oil to get through it all. I think this is the only piece that's left over after that 4x8 sheet. That's the video I was talking about where I first used that saw. So we've seen some limitations, circular saw. But what about a 110 MIG welder? I'm guessing there's no way it'll power it on high. But say I had some 18 gauge steel, or I just wanted to practice, or let's just see what happens when I plug this into this thing. And no trickery here, it goes right in. There we go. Got to turn the outlets on. So right now, just with the fan on, it's only consuming 25 watts. No big deal. Turn this so you can see how many watts we're using. If you can see, I'm set on the B setting of the welder, and my wire speed is set at a 4. That's good for 18 gauge steel. But I'm just going to see what type of bead I can get here. Turn my gas on. Here goes. Place your bets. See, that's 2,000, 2,300 to 2,000 watts. Not sure why the table saw wouldn't get powered by this thing. Okay, what happens if I turn this up? I know that on the C setting, I can actually get some decent work done. I just don't think this has enough juice. This here, well, I've tripped many 20 amp breakers with this thing, many times. That's crazy. Alright, that's actually kind of impressive. Now, I believe on their Kickstarter page, I saw them use a small jackhammer. This is a chip and hammer, a Hilti. Hey, something's interesting. When I slowly increase the speed, it went to town. Now I'm going to pull the trigger real fast. It must be surging past its limitations. Make sure you have proper footwear when you're operating machinery like this. I've really kind of put this thing through its paces. I went with the toughest tools. A welder, a jackhammer, a table saw, circular saw. not quite heavy duty tool. But how about a simple palm sander? It's going to work just fine. I have been fooled before. Let's see here. I'm going to wrap this video up. Leave a comment below. Was this entertaining? Me getting out all the tools? Just experimenting, see what works, what doesn't work. What do you think of this thing? You can get this Ecoflow Delta on Kickstarter only. I'll put a link in the description where you can get one if you're interested in picking one up. Subscribe, click that bell so you know when cool videos like this come out in the future. And also, click the like button. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.